Hello there folks, my name is Anne and I'm going to show you how to create the illusion of magnification under or through a glass element. To start with, I'm just going to pop a little embellishment on the page and give it a shadow. Then I'm going to choose my frame, and for this demonstration I'm going to use my jam jar. Just going to enlarge it a little bit. Right, now let's find a photograph to pop inside. This is my grandson Jack and my youngest son Craig. Okay, so we've got a photograph in this frame, the jam jar frame, and as you can see it fills the back of the jam jar and the ellipse at the bottom is still free because that's the way I've made the frame up. Now what I want to do is take that photograph and actually put a copy of it behind the jar and the copy inside the jar, the glass, we're going to take into the photo lab and just give it a little bit of distortion to make it look a little bit more realistic against the background photograph. So to do that I'm going to click on the frame, then on this little icon here, which is the first one of the three that you will see on any frame once it's selected, and it says select the underlined items inside the cropped item. So I'm going to click on there. That's now actually selected the photograph within the frame. I'm going to enlarge it so that I've got just the bit of the photograph that I want inside the jar. I think that will probably be quite nice. Now while it's still selected, I'm going to right click, copy, right click and paste. This will put a copy on top of the frame. There we go. I'm now going to right click again and go down to order items. Now I can either click back one, which will just take it behind the one element which is the glass jar, or right click again, order items. I can send it to the back, which takes it underneath my other element on the page as well. If you've got CraftArtist 2, there's another way to arrange your elements on a page as well. I'm just going to bring this back to the front so I can show you. If we come down to arrange, this is CraftArtist 2, remember, not CraftArtist 1, you'll find that there's a depth slider, which is lots of fun to play with. Of course, if I get hold of it, it might work. And as I've pulled it across, you can see that it's gone under the first element. Pull it over a bit more. It's slow on the uptake today. There we go. And now it's actually gone behind both of them because I've taken the slider all the way down to the bottom. You can also move your elements up and down a page by using the Layers tab as well, just by literally clicking on it and dragging it up or down, like so. But anyway, for this one we want the actual photograph at the back. So you could, if you wanted to, leave it like that, but I actually want to make it look a little bit more realistic by making the photograph that's in the frame slightly bigger and just slightly distorted, as it would be if you were looking through glass. So to do that, I'm actually going to click on the frame again and select the picture that's inside the frame by clicking on that first little icon. Go up to Photo Lab. And it's thinking about it. And there's my photograph in the Photo Lab. And I'm going to go up to this little cog here, which is the Quick Add Filter From menu. Click on that, down to Distort. Then there's a couple of distorts here that work quite well for the magnification. You've got Pinch Punch Distort. That probably would be a little bit too much, so I'd take it down a little bit more. Or there's another one you can use, which is the sphere distort, which I think is probably the one I'm going to use. Just select the finish and click OK. And that now looks quite realistic, as though it really is a glass jar in front of a photograph. I'm just actually going to click on the frame again and give it a little bit of a shadow. Let's try that one. Looks like it might need a slightly different one. Let's see what else we can find. Try that one. I might move it slightly. Yeah, that's probably better. So it's just an idea of how to use a frame that's got the look of glass in it to slightly distort the picture that's inside over the background picture. So that's one idea. So we'll just go through that process again. I've already popped a couple of embellishments onto the page, so let's find a different frame. I think I'm going to use the magnifier glass this time. And we'll find a photograph to pop into it, and we'll use the hydrangea this time. So there's the photograph in the frame, which in itself is not bad. You could leave it just like that, but I'm going to take a copy of that, put it behind the magnifying glass, and then we'll magnify one of the flowers in the middle. So we're going to select the frame, click on that first icon at the bottom here. That selects the picture. I'm going to enlarge it. I think I'm going to move it so we've got that flower in the middle. While it's still selected, I right click and copy, right click and paste, and there we have a copy of the photograph on top. I'm now going to send it to the back by right clicking, order items, send to the back, and it will take you to the back of all the embellishments on the paper. Now let's make this one in the middle distorted, so I'm going to click on the frame and on that first icon to select the picture that's inside the frame, take it into the photo lab, and there it is in the photo lab. Up to this little cog top right, quick add filter from menu, down to distort, and this time I'm going to use the pinch punch distort filter. I think that looks okay, so we'll okay that. There we go, and that actually looks pretty good actually as it is. Yep, I don't actually think I'm going to move that. I could, if I wanted to, perhaps just slightly reduce the background photograph a little bit. It's just making it look as realistic as you think it can be. I'm going to add a shadow as well to the frame. I think I might move that just a little bit. Yeah, that looks quite good. So there we have a couple of ideas of how to create the illusion of magnification with embellishments that have got some glass in it. All the digikit elements used for this demo I've created myself using CraftArtist 2. They're really basically just simple quick shapes, and then using styles and all the other tools that we've got in CraftArtist. You're very welcome to download the free digikit called Magni-fyle from my website, which is digifiddle.co.uk/magni-fyle. magni-file.pack. You just save the file, the pack file that is, to the place on your computer where you keep all your other digikits. If you're not sure about that, you could just save it in Documents, My Digikits, and I'm sure that your digikit browser will pick it up from there. Happy crafting, folks. Thank you for watching.